covering this quad rugby tournament in South Florida. I hope they turn off the music. With me, Ed Hooper, team coach for Sarasota, and very exciting to have you here joining me for this probably the most exciting game that we're going to see. Just two dynamo teams.
Yeah, there ought to be a dynamite game.
So this is Rob Rowan with xable.com, Xable Sports Show, bringing you some exciting quad rugby action. As the day winds up, we've had some exciting games and one big upset. We had the Denver team coming through and beating Germany. And this game here, we have Lakeshore versus Texas. Both of them have played and both have won. And they're both probably the top two teams there are. So what do you want to talk about them, Ed? Say a few words.
Lakeshore should get this tip. Lakeshore has been a powerhouse. 10 years in a row they've been in the national championship game. They've won 5. Texas is always tough. Zupan. Shimakawa, the fastest man on wheels right now, I think, in quad rugby. It ought to be a great game.
It's going to be great. Yeah, certainly, and there's a matchup of a lot of people who are playing on the 2008 Paralympic team who played together, some of them 2004. And right away, we see a score. Nice pass there from Brian Kirkland to Pablo Hano, and they get on the board early for Lakeshore. Marzipan is on the move. Look at that, they're all going, beating on him, but he gets free. Shimakawa trying to get free, get open, and Mark comes in for a quick score and ties it up.
You see the incredible patience of Mark Zupan on offense. He's probably the most patient man playing quad rugby right now.
And he is up for this game. He knows what it means as far as the championship of this tournament. This is a big one, and Mark takes a little bit of a spill onto his head. That's what they say. And he's going to wait for some support here as they come out to...
Texas has to stop those breakaways of Brian Kirkland.
2-1 score, Lakeshore up. This will be probably a higher scoring game, I think. We're looking at some run and gun going on.
Well, with the 40-second clock, it makes the game speed up, because there was a time when you get the ball in the front court and just hold on to it and wait for a good opportunity, but the clock has taken that away, so the scores are getting higher because of that.
Now, you've played this sport, and...
16 years.
Yeah, so this is, you've seen the level of play. Look at that. Pass wasn't the best. Mark recovered with a good quick move. And there he goes, looking for a hole. Hano trying to block, but there's nothing he can do.
You see how patient he is.
What you saw there was Norm Leidick coming in there and putting on a really nice pick there to keep the lane open. There we go, 2-2. This game, 7:15 minutes left to go in the first quarter, and we're seeing some real action here. There's Pablo Hano right here, and looks like we have...
This is Zupana in the box.
In the box. We've seen him here before, and we'll see him here again. Usually this means a score.
Texas has to be careful not to foul here, because if they commit a foul, Zupan will stay in the box.
That's a 2-point experience.
It can be.
Yeah, generally it seems like we've seen every time. Shinichi out there moving the ball. Scott lead the way, almost like he, like a linebacker opening the path. And he goes, whoa, score. Nice big hit there. He powers his way in, and Texas takes a 3-2 lead.
You see the speed of those Texas low pointers, how important it is that they get out in front of those and make those blocks for those guys to get in.
I'll tell you.
Here's a key for Lakeshore, how this kid plays it.
18 years old. He's on the 2018.
See how fast.
Look at the speed. He's a tough player and one of the youngest ever to go.
He's what we call an axle bender. He hits you and he makes an impact.
And they do bend your axles on these, don't they? Look at Mark trying to follow a hole there.
He's in trouble.
Mark looking for help here. Scott comes over to make a hole. There it is. Shinichi, can he do it? Find that. Oh, look at that. Nice blocking. Okay.
When you hear blue from a lot of teams, it means they want to transition and get into the key and play key defense and try to force a turnover on the shot clock.
And what was the call on that? The idea why they? I see. They stopped it for equipment. That's it. They had the ball, so it makes sense. Look at Mark. He's ready to rumble.
It's not really a shots clock. It's a score clock. You know, shot clocks for basketball.
Right. Okay. There's the Mark. Mark bringing the ball in, trying to follow a hole there. Bob Lohano, two people who play together, have spent a lot of time together in the sport. And look at that, nice eyes.
See how number one, the low pointer screens, and the other guy comes in behind him and takes the pass.
Oh, that was a nice pass off to Joel. Mark trying to block him, but no, can't do anything about it. Score.
Just amazing.
Score 5-4.
Amazing function on Joel Wellman. See, they're doubling out here and keeping the ball away from Shimakawa, but they can't stop Zupan down in the front court.
Yeah, by doing that, they opened it up for him.
Yeah.
Oh, nice block there, frees it open. It's interesting to see Bob Lohano and Mark Zupan end up almost everywhere at the same place.
It'll be interesting to see which team turns the ball over first.
So far, we haven't seen. Look at that pass. Oh, Joel could not get there.
Bubble area.
And a pass. Oh, can he get there? He scores. Nice back in by Bob Lohano. And the score is 6-5 Lakeshore with 5 minutes and 29 seconds left in the first half.
Your viewers should know you can any two wheels that go over the end line on a score. See here, they've got this trap down here.
Look at this. We need some help. Time's running out. Sanucci, can he get there? Grabs the ball. Timeout. Good use of a timeout there. Good use of a timeout. No, Mark could have done that too. Things were getting tight. In the game we saw earlier with Denver, they used up 3 of their timeouts in the first period. And then they used up all their timeouts by the end of the first half. And they played the whole second half without a timeout.
I had to use a timeout in our game earlier before we had even gotten a point. We turned it over 3 times in a row, and it was finally settled it down. Sometimes timeouts are used to just settle you down a little bit.
Yeah, that's another purpose. And a lot of times that's the main purpose, but in this game it really is to get you out of trouble.
Those
the ball sometimes.
The experienced players have clocks in their heads, and they really tell them that it's getting real close to a violation, and generally you'll see them take the timeouts.
All right, Texas is going to bring the ball in. Over here, look at the jockeying around, trying to find an open thing. Mark. Now he's in between 2 people. Look at this, backing in, turns around, runs into his own player. Bob Lohano comes, passes Shinichi. Does he get across? Yes, he does. Score. So far, asked and answered every time here, right, Ed? We're seeing a back and forth game. Could go this way the whole way down the game. Bob Lohano, nicely done. And there it is. Score Lohano.
See, they had Joel pinned down on the baseline down there, and they let him get out. They had a good situation.
Oh, that could have been a first. Okay, look at this. They're triple teaming him. Oh, there might be our first turnover. Can he get to it? Oh, look at that. All right. Okay, offensive foul. Shinichi, first turnover of the game. Shinichi gave a little bit of an elbow after a great save of a ball
I think that was more of a wave of the arms than it was like trying to elbow anyone. I didn't see an intentional elbow come out.
Kirkland to Joel, the pass, and he just backs it. He lets Scott Hoxton pushes him in, just basically. 8-6. Lakeshore takes a lead, 2 points.
You see how Texas deals with that. This is when they need to get the ball into Zupan and let him use his patience. See, they got 3 guys down on him right now.
Oh, Scott. Oh, he did.
Another turnover. See what happens?
Scott wasn't patient. I think he was the only one there who could have done anything with it. Okay, score 9-6 for Holland with another score. I think that's like 3 for Lojano, right?
Texas needs to regroup and get the ball into Zupan. Here we go.
There we go. He's free and open. There's no one going to be able to stop him when he gets going. Nice defense here. Kirkland came back. Oh boy. Nice blocking there by Eddie Crouch. Closes the door. I don't think Mark is used to having this much trouble. Shinichi's in a good position. Oh, look at that.
See how patient he is.
He also had an open Shinichi. Shimokawa was open if he wanted. So
well, the problem is that people don't like throwing over Brian Kirkland. He takes up a lot of space now. Yeah. Vertical space. That's a real tough man. That should not be a spin. It looks like she's calling it.
That is. That's what the call is against number 10, Shinichi Shimokawa.
And do your viewers know what a spin is? A spin is when you're hit behind the axle and it spins your chair around and puts a player in danger. That's why it's mainly called.
We have a 1 minute penalty, but it's basically when you're playing 4-on-3, as we've said before, it's basically an easy score.
The best you can do in that scenario is try to deny the inbound pass. You don't want to foul.
Right, because then it goes on to the next one. Trying to get free. There he goes. Look at that. Nice movement. Oh, Shinichi passed in and the nice one scored.
He's keeping Eddie out here so Eddie can't help them down low. And then he comes down.
Some people are everywhere. Look at this pass. Look at this pass. What a great pass that was. And there's a Bob Lojano for another score. Mike throws it in to Mark. Give him some open thing. Brian Kirkland going to stop him. Puts a big hit on there.
You see how quickly Lakeshore gets back in transition.
Yeah, they do.
And now they'll probably go into the key and play the clock.
Boy, like you said, you have to be patient in this game.
Yeah. It's down to 15 seconds now. Texas has to run their play. There it is.
Score.
They block that middleman from being able to get there, and they come in right behind.
That's it. Well, you know, I observed before there's an incredible chemistry between Mark Zupan and Shinichi Shimokawa.
It's amazing to me. I think it's Shimokawa doesn't speak very much English.
Yeah.
He played with Scott Hogstead, number 8, down in Phoenix for a couple of years when Phoenix had a team. And Phoenix won the national championship 2 years ago with Shimokawa and Hogstead on that Phoenix team. No.
Look at that. Ball went out. Okay.
Illegal use of the hands. 159.
Okay. It's against illegal use of the hands. Shinichi is, but they're not calling a penalty where he comes out.
If the penalty occurs and you're on offense, you lose possession of the ball.
That's it. That's a costly thing right here. 3-point game for 12-9.
It was a penalty, but it was a turnover.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't go in the penalty box.
Oh, look at Eddie Crouch just standing there. He said, just give me the ball. So they don't even want at times to explain this to the viewers. Oh, look at that.
Wow.
That was a hit. That was a hit.
That's youth.
Yeah. So that is the first turnover for Lakeshore.
Let's see how Lakeshore reacts to that turnover now.
Yeah, in Texas particularly. Down 3 points, 12-9. We have 1 minute and 24 seconds left in this first period. And there goes Mark. As you say, off to the races. There he goes. Shinichi is open at 2-1. Oh, that was interesting. Went in the hole on the ball for the last possession.
No, I'm not sure why he didn't score that.
I think it's the time.
Well, there's too much time for that.
Yeah, I think. Not only will we hurt them if they end up finding that they don't score. And they're getting down to 10 seconds left. And there it is, score. 12-10. 50.9 seconds left in the first period.
They're trying to get the last 40 seconds on the clock.
Yeah.
So that was the strategy there.
There is going to be a differential. And
just 1 second, though.
Yeah. Well, but they have, yeah.
So if Texas holds, they can score the last goal. That was the plan.
13-10.
They're in trouble there.
Oh, look at this. Who's going to get there? Shinichi, much faster there. Like you said, one of the fastest players in the world. And here he is. Gives it to Mark. Mark follows his linebacker in there.
You'll see when the clock ticks down. Lakeshore will pressure, and then Lakeshore will pressure, and then they'll get back into the key.
Somebody got to get open here. Someone's got to get open. Texas going to have a chance.
Texas in trouble. They're in trouble.
Looks like it's not going to happen. No. All right. That ends the first half. That did not work.
First quarter.
First quarter, excuse me. I'm excited there.
No worries, yeah.
All right, 13-10. We have a lead, Lakeshore Demolition over Texas Stampede, and Ed Hooper and Rob Rowan here. And we'll be back in a short minute to our broadcast on xable.com. Stay tuned.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I'll make a few mistakes.